we live? Joel Hurley, are you the only one here? That's okay by me. Hello, Joel, and hello, everybody who ends up watching this video at any point. Or I should say, hello, 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 and welcome to a special bonus episode, last minute, spontaneous bonus episode of Stooge Talk Live with just me, Andy P. No relation to any of the Stooges. And unfortunately, Curly G, the youngest grandson of Curly Howard of the Three Stooges, didn't answer the phone. So he's not here. I'm here alone. Hello, let's see who's here. Recordology, Rick Johnson, Tendaji's World. Hello, welcome back. Chucky Chicken Cartoons, Tom Gills, Wilbur, Jessica Mendoza. As always, thank you, Jessica. Guys, I couldn't help it. Can you hear me, by the way? Can you hear me well? Hold on. I feel like it's a little dark here. Let me see. Let's brighten this up. Woo, woo, woo. How's that? Is that better? So, there we go. Guys, welcome. And I know this is wacky, a Saturday night spontaneous Stooge Talk Live without Curly G. Just me, Andy P. But here's the situation. It has been 10 years since we've had a new Three Stooges book. 10 years, right? And I found out this past week that Gary Lassen, who runs the Three Stooges fan club, wrote a new Three Stooges book, which is climbing towards 800 pages. So Chris Dermick, who plays Armo and is a very frequent guest here at Stooge Talk Live, as you guys would all know, ordered the book. He must have known about it even before I did. And he was like, he's out in Abu Dhabi working for a few months and said, hey, if you want to go pick up the book and you could talk it on your next Stooge Talk Live. And I was like, yeah, of course. So I go to pick up the book and my buddy Jordan drove me over because we're out and about having coffee. And I start to open it in the car because I'm that excited. He goes, wait a minute. What are you doing? You got to do an unboxing video of opening the book. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's a fun idea because I know you guys would enjoy it and it would be fun to like experience it together. But I don't want to wait till Thursday. And I was like, well, I could open it, look at it, put it back, seal it up, and pretend. But then that's not really our Stooge way, is it? We got to do things right. So I had a couple thoughts. One, I've been wanting to do 30 days of Stooges where we do a Stooge Talk Live every day for 30 days, even if it's just me and you guys, if we can't get anyone else to join us. So this would be good, kind of getting ready for that. And two, why not? Why not just go and open it up and see who jumps on, right? And open his book and enjoy it together. So these are some of the books that I have already for Three Stooges. I got a couple more kicking around that I think the Three Stooges Chronicles, and then some of the kind of like kids book versions of some of their shorts. We have those, I think, over in Brad's collection at his house. And I just wanted to pull them out because I want to open this book and share it with you. Now, Brad and I also have a copy coming, and I may reopen that next week or something. I don't know. But we're going to open this together. So immediately, of course, I call Curly G to see if he wanted to rush over and do this with me. And he didn't answer the phone. He's either out working or wifing or golfing, just stooging it up, hopefully not getting in too much trouble and not getting himself knocked out somewhere. So, and Chandler's away. So this is just us, kids. Woo, woo. Sweet double dip. You are perfect as Curly. Thank you, Charlene. I think he's sleeping. He could be sleeping. He is getting ready for a trip, too. Curly G's got to be going away. So now is the other thing. I thought, well, if Curly G was going to be here on Thursday, then we would open it together. But I'm certainly not waiting yet another week for him to come back to open this because I want to read this. I'm super excited about this. I'm so blessed that Dermick ordered this and sent it and let us go pick it up. So to Chris Dermick, to Curly G, to all you guys out there wanting to do Stooge Talk with me alone and see this new book. You guys ready? Did anybody else order it? First off, This is from, like I said, Gary Laston, who runs the Three Stooges fan club. It's taken him 20 years to compile this book. So, oh my God, open it. I know. I'm sorry. You guys are all ready. I'm a talker. So here we go. The really Curly was a funny guy. You must have studied how. I've been studying Curly since literally as far back as I can remember. Okay, so I guess I wasn't really prepared for this. I open everything with my keys. Hopefully I don't ruin the keys. It looks good. Nice little box. I guess I'm breaking the box. Oh, Derek didn't want the box. I can't wait. I know. I can't wait. Oh, here we go. Look at the size of this thing. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it comes. By the way, it's free shipping. Oh, it is heavy. Oh, and hardcover. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, there's a note. From one Stooge to another. Gary Laston. Look at it. He's got the little drawings from the Three Stooges fan club reading the book. I love it. Gary, I know this wasn't to me, but I'm sure I'm going to get one when I get my copy. Here we go from Gary Laston. Guys, then Dodgy says that looks bigger than my head. The Tour de Farce. Look at this book. Oh, my God. Now, without even opening it, I could say there is no other book like this. Follow the travels of America's favorite comedy trio over 5 decades as they bring their unique brand of entertainment to live audiences. The Three Stooges toiled as much as 8 months a year on the road, but none of these antics were ever chronicled until now. Accompany the boys day by day on tour as they entertain their fans at theaters, military bases, circuses, hospital wards, and even a corn palace with over 1,500 personal appearances documented for the very first time, featuring hundreds of never-before-seen photos, documents, and stage reviews that bring the Stooges road trips to life. This book will convince you that all the world is Stooge. A Brighto Table Coffee book. What do you guys think? I'm going to open it. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me last minute on a Saturday. I just really wanted to open this, and I really wanted to share this with you guys. This is a nice book. It's like it's printed right on the front. There's not like a, what do they call it? A jacket? Wow. It's printed right on the cover. Look at that. Guys, I don't think I've ever seen that picture. A Tour de Farce. How long would it take if I just sat here and read this to you guys? To Morris Moan Feinberg, who rekindled my childhood love for the Stooges. I believe that's Larry's brother. Oh, there it is. Preface. Oh, my goodness. Look at Larry. Yeah, and there's Larry with his brother Mo. Moses Morris Feinberg, who wrote Larry the Stooge in the Middle book. Oh, it smells like one of those new books. I love it. Look at this. The Stoogium before and after. For those of you who don't know, the Stoogium is in Pennsylvania, I believe outside Philadelphia, and it's the Three Stooges Museum. A bunch of, oh, look at all the family members. Oh, Quinn Redeker was there, and Joan and Paul, Mo's children. Look at this, Leonard Maltin. No Curly G. No Curly G picture. I swear he was there. Introduction, how this book came about. The Nate Sanders auction. Life on the road, an overview. This is heavy. Wow. I don't know how to show this to you guys. Can you see? It's upside down. I mean, I'm going to show you, but I'm going to miss out if I'm looking at it upside down. Guys, look at this. Wow, look at this young picture of Shmp. This is super high quality. Script pages. A page of dialogue from Stooges performances early 1950s. So script with Shmp. The boys performing during a live 1940s interview. Surviving photos often show them reading what is purposely a telegram or song lyrics while performing on stage. Stuff I did not know. Now, I have no idea. Oh, no, it's Ted Healy, young Ted Healy. Oh, I just cut myself on it. Be careful. It's a dangerous book. The early years, Ted Healy and the Three Stooges origins. Wow. This is crazy young picture of Ted. Oh, my goodness. Mo and shit. Look how I've seen this picture before. I believe in Mo Howard's book, but maybe it was a scrapbook, but never in such high quality detail. The printing on this is incredible. Syncopated Toes, Ted Healy and Betty Healy. Wow. Cast photos. Here's what Mo and Shmp. Oh, this is gorgeous, guys. This is absolutely gorgeous book. Look at this. I've never seen this picture of Shmp and Betty Healy from A Night in Spain. Larry Fine joins the act. So here we go. Talks about how Larry joins the act. As Ted as he's getting older. 1929. Oh my goodness. This is just, I can't even imagine how Gary put this together. I think it's what, look at these photos. Wow. I've seen some of these up for auction in the Mo Howard auction. I wonder if Gary picked them up, because I've seen them up, some of these up for sale recently. Postcards. Oh, look at that. I just love looking at the boys young. I guess in all stages, they're fun to look at. They just always make you smile. Look, we're on page 51, only in 1930, before they even started making their shorts. Fred Sanborn. Guys, oh. Anyway, look at this. Oh, gosh, I wish that was in color. A rare one-sheet poster for the boys' first film, Soup to Nuts, depicts Ted, Larry, Shmp, Fred Sanborn, and Francis McCoy. The name of the book, for those of you starting late, it's A Toy de Farce. It just came out. Oh, no, I forgot to change the battery. I got to change the battery. This is going to go black for a second. Guys, hang out. I'm not. This was so last minute. I wasn't paying attention. All right. Hopefully we stay online. I'm still here. Hang on. Dead air. You guys talk amongst each other. It's going to go black and it's going to come back up. Woo. We're still here. I can't believe that worked. AC power, bro. Listen, here's the thing. This is a really crazy, expensive, stupid camera that we got for filmmaking projects. And it didn't come with an AC power. It didn't come with one. It didn't come with an adapter. So I got these giant, look at, watch this. I got these giant batteries. This is, oh. I got these giant batteries. Look how big they are. Right? And that's not, anyway. So sorry. Very dark picture. It's still, is it? Is we still dark? Now we're on. Coach is live. Thank you. That's huge. I know. So anyway, where were we before we got interrupted? Sorry, guys. Just for those of you who are joining late, we are talking about the very first Stooge book that's come out in the first one in over 10 years. And is A Toy de Farce by Gary Lassen, and it is a complete history of the Stooges on the road and their live show. And it is crazy. It is just like the amount of photos I've never seen before or seen for the first time in such incredible detail. I mean, you guys aren't even going to get how gorgeous this looks in real life. I don't even know if that's in focus there. So, look at it. They spelled Howard Fine and Howard. And they spelled Fine F-E-I-N. This is so funny. Wow, just like, I don't even know how. I don't even know. I mean, Gary said, I saw it in the press release for this, and it took him 20 years to compile all this stuff. I believe it, and I'm just absolutely amazed And where these, I want to know how many of these theaters are still around. I mean, it's got to be such a small fraction, right, of where these were. I would love to know how many are in existence and kind of just retrace some of their steps and go visit places that the Stooges actually walked. An unknown woman with an impossible choice. He has only 2 hands for eye poking and 3 Stooges from which to choose. This is a great picture. Guys, this is really cool. I did not know what to expect. And in fact, when I first saw that there was a new book coming out, I thought it was an actual history of the Stooges and their movies and everything, especially considering I read it was almost 800 pages. But the fact that it's just, they're on the road. Oh, man, these are candid shots of Mo. I wish you guys could. Let me try. Good evening, everybody. One day you should read one of them. I actually thought about reading Larry Fine's book, Stroke of Luck, out loud for you guys because it's pretty rare. And I thought that would be fun. We might do that. Maybe we'll do a chapter. Oh, my goodness. You know, now I'm looking at through the camera monitor. I don't get to see. Look at this. Wow. I can't even see. Where's the third? There's Shmp. Look at Shmp's long hair. Before he was parting it down the middle and slicking it thin. This is insane. Curly with a mustache. You guys got to see the quality of these reproductions are nuts. All right. Yeah, so $49.95 through Gary, through the Stoogium. If you look up the Stoogium, I have not reached out to Gary to let him know that we were getting his book and wanted to talk about it. But if anybody purchases it, feel free to tell him that Stooge Talk Live with Curly G and Andy P sent you there, just so he knows that we're out here pushing and promoting, because we love everything that Gary does for the Stooge legacy. The fact that he's still putting out a magazine every 3 months, and it's been going on, I mean, since the magazine started, I mean, 70s, 80s. I mean, there's so many. I've been getting it since the 80s. So what do you guys think, huh? Look at the Stooges on stage. This is stuff. What's interesting? What is his website? I honestly don't know. I guess I'll find out and I'll put it in the description. But I think look up the Stoogium. Go to 3stooges.net. If you go to Facebook, there's a 3 Stooges fan club page. I think they're on the box. Oh, I threw the box. On the box, there's an address I could send to you. It looks like you order directly from them. And this came fast. And it's free shipping, I know. This came really fast because Terman just told me about this the other day. Look at this. The 3 Stooges. I've never seen these photographs. Prior to middleweight fight between California State champion Oscar Rankin and Tommy Rios at the Olympic Auditorium on December 11th. Right? Look at these pictures. You guys, this is a crazy must for all Stooge fans. This has got to be all first time. I don't know what's in focus, if it's up here or back here. But this has got to be a first time for all this information getting out and these photographs being published. Oh, yeah, Eddie Lawton. I believe he died really early. Look at the Stooges on stage. What would you guys have given to be able to have seen any incarnation of the Stooges on stage? But, you know, Mo, Larry, and Curly, or Mo, Larry, and Shmp. I just want to know what they did. I know there's scripts out there now, and you're deaf, but the 3 Stooges, love my question. Did Hollywood contact you for any new Stooge movie? No, sorry. 69th viewer. I've been a fan of the Stooges since the 1980s. Yeah. It is worth the money. Whoever said that. Curly's grandson got removed from will for stealing funds. What? That's weird. What are you talking about? Casey Snitch, I don't know what you're talking about. So we don't need negativity. We don't need negativity here. Guys, come on. We're spreading love. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Curly's grandson got removed from will for stealing funds. From whose will? What are you talking about? Let's say goodbye the first time ever to a viewer. because I don't know what this person's talking about. And we got some really nasty stuff happening, which is very strange. Yeah, she's a spammer. Very strange. I don't even understand what that was about. Looks like spam. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I mean, Curly G, there was nothing in the will for Curly G to get removed from. So anyway, yeah, gone. They're gone. That is the first time ever, guys. You witnessed it live. We booted somebody off the channel. You know what? There's always one. We've been really lucky. We've been really, really blessed to have so much great interaction. There's so much love for the Stooges. There's so much joy that comes out of you guys talking to each other, you guys talking to us talking to you. James, me too, Andy. I grew up watching them in the 80s. Yeah, they were huge in the 80s. It's so funny. They had this massive resurgence with merchandise and, calendars, obviously, merchandise. They're on TV and the games and the Curly Shuffle, right? Which I believe was 1985. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. Nah, it's okay. Oh, it is my Curly. I wore my Curly G shirt because in honor of Curly G not being here. So I wish he knew he could have jumped into the comments. And I believe Dermick is probably sleeping. I think it's in the middle of the night for him. Yeah, great picture. This I've seen this before, but never in such a blown up reproduction. Mo and Curly give their parents, Saul and Jenny Horowitz, a helping hand as they arrive in California on the Golden State Limited, November 11th, 1935. A powerful earthquake that rattled Brooklyn prompted the couple to move west. What is that story? Earthquake in Brooklyn? Who knows that story? I gotta look. I can't wait to read this book. I know it's going to take me forever. Oh my. Woo. Guys, seldom do I. First of all, look how young. I've never seen this photograph, and it's huge. This is amazing. Saturday. Look at this. It kind of makes me emotional. I mean, really. Gosh, it's nice to know that there's still stuff out there that we still have to discover and that we still have to talk about. Wow. All these new photographs of the boys that I've never seen. Look, they had so much fun. The Stooges traveled by plane for the very first time on their trip to Chicago for the Columbia Pictures Sales Convention in June 1936. They flew in style on a new Douglas sleeper transport, also known as the DC-3 Sleeper. And look, they're in their Stooge night shirts. Wow. I've kind of turned to you guys. Anyway, I know what I'm going to do for the rest of the night. I'm going to spend looking at this, and I'm going to really delve into this. It's, this is clearly just such a labor of love, right? I think like what me and Brad do, just because we love the Stooges so much and we love talking about them so much, and and love interacting with you guys, but to be able to actually interact and do it live and get real life reactions and questions, but to be able to do something like this over a period of 20 years, I mean, so much love has got to be put behind this. I've never seen most. Wow. Look at Larry's short hair. This is insane. Schenectady, New York. That's right near where I grew up. It is a beautiful book, Toots. Yeah, I'm happy that they're still as popular as they are. It's funny. Like we've talked about this before, that out of all the comedians, of all the classic comedy teams, and Abbott and Costello, Laurel and Hardy, the Marx Brothers, and Charlie Chaplin, and W.C. Fields, the Stooges are the ones that are most remembered, right? They're the ones that are, I think, the most celebrated, right? They're still, they're talking about Stooge cartoons, and there's Stooge beer, and there's Stooge coffee, and you know, you don't see that stuff with Laurel and Hardy and W.C. Fields and the Marx Brothers. Wow. Larry visits a miniature toy village in Atlantic City. This is gorgeous, guys. Here they are on stage. Look at Mo, Eddie Lawton. Eddie Lawton, you guys would remember from their movies, he was their straight man out on tour with them. And you can see him down here. Curly cheated on his wife, but his grandson. Okay, what is going on here? There's a lot of repeated comments here. Oh, the Three Stooges will most definitely always be immortal, in my opinion. Okay, there's a lot of extra spam here going on today, huh? Let's just. I'm done with that. I'm tired of it. Look, if you want to have a conversation, say it once. Right? We're here, guys. What is I know. I don't even understand. We've never had these spammers before, guys, right? Is it Saturday night? They got nothing to do? Are they real people? Anybody know? Oh, but they're knuckleheads. That's for them. Wow, look at all these kids. Jimmy Durante. Guys, I don't know. I don't know what to keep saying other than just like every time I turn a page, there's another amazing photograph. So I just can't even imagine the actual information that's in here. And I would love to know how many of these theaters are in existence. And that's something, and he might even mention that actually, for all I know. Oh boy, there's some funny stuff. Atlantic Boardwalk. Now here's some pictures from Atlantic Boardwalk. You know, I've seen this footage in color, 16 millimeter footage, resurface on I guess YouTube. I gotta find out the origin of the film and what the story is from that day. Here's Mo being Hitler a year before he utilized it in U-Nazi Spy. By the way, look at his shirt; looks so comfortable. Gary, I hope if you're watching, I hope it's okay. I'm kind of really sharing this book with these guys. Obviously, I'm not giving much away other than how gorgeous it is, and this, I mean, just the wow. So, what do you guys think? You guys sharing this here? Joey Brown, look at how dapper the boys are. We gotta get. I can't get I'm not able to focus it and hold it up at the same time. But I wish you guys could see a clear shot of that picture. I wish I could find that picture and own it. So much of this stuff must have come from the Mo Howard auction, where they sold off, you know, his entire collection, and he appears to have saved things for a lifetime, right? Look at on stage at New York's Alvin Theater, the boys appear in the Three Smart Girls scene from George White's Scandals. Look, there they are all dressed up. It's like the Stooges were the Untouchables. Look at that. Guys, we're getting a lot of crazy stuff out here today. I guess spammers looking for a popular group. This community is getting bigger. Yeah, I hope it's not going to attract bad attention. That would really bum me out. Philadelphia, 1940. Look, we're on page 204, and we're only at 1940. I mean, this must go into this probably goes to the late 60s. I don't know if they did lives in the 70s. I don't think so. I think 69 might have been their last year, but I don't know. We will find out together. So here we go. There's all the Curly's years still. Great photos. Great photos of the marquees, them playing ball, newspaper articles. Here's on stage. Oh, the Maha routine. Maha! Ah! Yabbity got Stooges. Are you the teacher, Andy? Okay, class turn to page 230. Yes, everyone get out their books. Thank you, Joe. Everyone, Roger. Everyone get out the books, and we're going to read together today. That would be fun. That would be fun. I'm not sure this is the book to start with, because that would be a really long class. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine running into the Three Stooges on the street coming out of the stage? How did they lucky fans not only got to meet the Stooges, but also Curly's dog, Shorty, outside the Stanley Theater in Camden. Curly had a dog named Shorty. Now, it's stuff like that. I never knew Curly had a dog named Shorty, right? We learned in one of these other lives what Shmp's dog's name was. And I can't remember it right now, but I got to go back. That's why you write a book and write things down, because you need to find this book, Recordology. It's easy. Tour de Farce or Tour de Farce, Three Stooges.net, the Stoogium. I will see if I get any information. Oh, let's see. I threw the box with the Stoogium, P.O. Box 747, Gwynedd Valley, Pennsylvania, Gynedd. If you go to Facebook and look up Three Stooges Fan Club fan page, it's on there. If you look up Gary Lassen, he's so, wow. So we did the Stooges live, and we took scenes from the movies and Disorder in the Court, and I really wanted to recreate what the Stooges did live, but not knowing what they did. And I know there's a lot of, there's now scripts out that we found through Mo's auction, and there's the live episodes with Curly Joe going on, was it Merv Griffin show, right? Ed Sullivan show. There's one with Shmp on, what's his name? Edwin show. I think on Milton Berle's show. So, and I have a feeling those are the sketches. Okay, this is getting insane, guys. What is happening? This is a shame, because I'm not. Are you guys there? I'm not even able to pay attention because we're getting so much spam. Hey, Andy, Joel Hurley. Hi, Joel. How are you? Do you think Facebook Stooge website will sell there also? I think the information's all on there, right? I think so. I wish I was able to. I wish I was able to put a link up. I mean, I could do it in the comments later, but if you go to here's a phone number. No, this is for press inquiries. There is tourdefarce.book@gmail. There's tourdefarce.net. There's the Stoogium, P.O. Box 747, Gwynedd Valley, Pennsylvania, 19437. But I think if you just go to any of those or search the Three Stooges. Hello, everybody. Brad. Hey, Andy, what's up? Brad, I couldn't get a hold of. We've been blocking them. We're getting a lot of crazy spammers. I know. And I'm trying to look at the book, so I'm not really looking at the spam. And it's ruining our fun time. My voice is going. The Stooges are guaranteed top billing for their January 1942 slate of performances at the Hippodrome in Baltimore. I imagine the Hippodrome is still there, right? Anybody know? Thank you, John. John Raines. I appreciate it. And of course, the Three Stooges are guaranteed top billing. They sure should. A salary statement from the Baltimore's Hippodrome shows a whopping 1% being withheld from the trio's earnings for Social Security. 1%. Woo, woo, woo. This is, oh man. The book is great. The book is great. And everybody, Gary Lassen, again, he runs the Three Stooges fan club, puts out a magazine every 3 months. This runs the Stoogium. Sue, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Hey, everybody say hi to Sue. Hey, Andy. Thank you, Jimmy, too. I'm so glad you went live tonight. Thank you. Yeah, me too. So for those of you who kind of joined late, I got this book, and I was about to open it. And my buddy said, no, you need to do an open box video with everybody, and I just didn't want to wait. So I said, let's see who's around Thursday nights to talk Stooges. Boy, Mo's doing his Hitler a lot. He must have really been making fun of Hitler before that movie came out. I don't know if you can see here. These guys, by the way, if you get the book, these pictures are crystal clear and absolutely gorgeous. And I've never seen a single one of these before, right? These are super rare. I'm sure they're published for the first time ever here. And oh my goodness, look at this. Look at the Three Stooges surround, guys. This is absolutely gorgeous photography. They're the boys right there, surrounded by our soldiers. Hello to all you Stooges. Yeah, you Tootsie. The tall stack of books is all Stooges. I love it. Yeah, Joel Hurley. Joel, I can't thank you enough. You're absolutely insane, and an incredible Stooge. Thank you to all you guys and to all you fans. Look at this. Now I love this because the Three Stooges on stage with, oh my goodness, can you guys, Abbott and Costello in person. What a night. I'd be done after the end of that night. I'm like, okay, if this is going to be the last night on earth, this is what I want to do. I want to go see these guys. Okay, here we go. We got another spammer. This is ridiculous. Why? Why is happening? I don't even know how to begin. Oh no, who's this now that I missed? Jimmy! You're crazy. You guys, all the support on the channel, obviously, it helps us with things like this, picking up the books and keep going, because we really want to throw everything we get back into this. We got so much that we want to continue to share. It's weird. We got to the point where we feel like we could make a full-time, if we had the time, we could do this full-time, because there is so much fun stuff to share with you guys. And it's starting to feel endless. And when I was talking about, like, let's do 30 days of Stooges and do 30 days live, I was like, can we do that? Can we do it 30 days in a row? And I was like, what are we, crazy? There's so much to talk about. There's so much Stooge stuff happening. I mean, look, this book came out. The Stooges passed away in Mo and Larry passed away in 1975, right? We are in 2023, and we got an almost 800-page book that just came out of them that details what they're doing. It's or what they did. It's insane. It's insane how much love for the Stooges there are, how much stuff there is for us to stooge around with. The Gay Nomad, I'm from Baltimore, and I've been to the Hippodrome. Well, now you know, so is the Stooges. So is the Stooges. Andy, is there any audiobooks? Yes. The Three Stooges scrapbook is on audiobook. I know I have it. Yeah, it's the updated version. This is the one I've had since I was a little kid. Really beat up. I do have to replace it one of these days, but there's an audio version of this book, and it's great. It's really fun to listen to. I have it. Hi, Kenny. Hi, James. It would be great if you could have the time to do that. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Those pictures could help you come up with more art ideas. I wanted to paint for you guys last night. I just couldn't get everything together. I've been running a little ragged, but I'd like to start going back to Friday nights, Stooge painting, watch and paint, right? We just do a Friday night hangout where we watch some Stooge shorts. We paint some stuff. We kind of talk. You guys talk amongst yourselves. And then I got to figure out what to do with the paintings. I don't know what to do. They're starting to grow, and it's taking up a lot of room in my living room because I like to paint big. And the other thing is I'm going to have to need some new canvases. I missed out because they have canvases this size on sale at Michael's last week, and they were buy one, get one free. And they're real expensive. So when I do get them, I got to get them on sale, right? In order to kind of keep doing this. But yeah, so I have one left, and I was going to do it last night. I didn't get a chance to, but I think next week I want to do one like this, but Mo, Larry, and Shmp. And I'd like to do all incarnations of the Stooges. I'd like to do one Mo, Larry, and Joe Besser, and then one Mo, Larry, Moe, and Curly Joe. So it'd be fun. Come on, they're the Stooges. Here we go. You think Larry was a girl when Curly gave this? Oh, come on. Yeah, hold on a second. Guys, I'm really bummed. I'm really bummed that this is happening. I don't even understand. I don't even understand what's going on. Okay, sorry. I was on stage when I auditioned for Hairspray live at the Hippodrome. Can't believe I was on the same stage as them. Isn't that amazing? You literally stood in the same spot where Mo, Larry, and Curly stood. Hi, Natalie. Are you a real person or are you spamming me? Yeah, it's. Yeah, I know. I need to have an auction for the paintings. I was thinking about putting them up on Etsy because we would take all the stuff, whatever proceeds we got, and we put it right back in the Stooges stuff. But I think that okay, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening today. This is insane. I've never seen this. I've never seen. We've had so many tonight. We never have these, right? What a shame. It's really woo 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 woo. All right. I know it's a great picture. What's your favorite Larry line? Larry's got a couple. Three Little Twerps. He's got one where he takes the broom and he smashes Mo in the face with it accidentally. And Mo's got like the beard. And Larry turns around and he goes, "Beat it, old man. No time. We got no time for kibitzes." I think that's really funny. I think when Larry does the in the courtroom and disorder in the court, in the plumbing we will go. When he's digging the hole and the butler comes out, it's like, "You're digging up the yard." It's like, "Yo, beat it. Don't tell me how to do my job." I just like when Larry, just when Mo's not around and Larry takes on authority. There's almost nothing funnier. Kenny, I'm trying to paint, but mine is more landscapes and fantasies. Wish I could do portraits. Practice. Practice, man. That's all it is. Be okay failing. Be okay with it not looking great. And just like don't be judgmental on your work. Just paint. I mean, you guys see this, like when I'm painting, sometimes I'm just like, oh, we'll figure it out. Numbskull scammers. Yeah, they're the worst. They're ruining. Oh, I did that already. They're ruining our life. I recall in Mo's autobiography, Abbott and Costello would sometimes watch the Stooges on stage and Andy's routines on their own. It was pretty commonplace. Yeah, look, they all did the same bits. Right. And I don't think it was that bad in those days. I mean, I know in Mo's autobiography, he seemed to a little upset with Costello for that, but I don't know. I mean, Costello didn't really steal Curly's act by any stretch of the imagination. They did a lot of the same bits, and Abbott and Costello did them later. But they did each other's bits. What is the chicken with Curly? Shmp did that in a solo short, years before Curly did it. Three Stooges have remade several of like Laurel and Hardy shorts, basically, and some of them are word for word sections right out of there. The disorder in the court. Take off your hat. Buster Keaton did a version of that. I'm not sure who did one first, but a lot of those filmmakers also that worked on the Stooges, did those bits and other shorts first and then brought it back to the Stooges and somebody else did it. And so, you look at those things, the oyster stew, which Lou Costello did and Curly did, and it's just funny. The bit's funny and they're funny doing it. Which one do I prefer? I don't know. I don't know if you guys like Curly's a master. Curly's an absolute one of a kind. That's the thing with Curly. He didn't feel derivative of much of anything, right? He was just this wacky character. So he had that going for him. But Lou Costello was also brilliant, and their takes and how he reacted, and they're funny. Sue, oh, hold on, I lost you, Sue. Oh, I lost you far. Andy, is there someone who filter who filtered the live chat with the wrench? Wait, is there someone who filtered the live chat with the wrench? I don't know the proper title. I don't know, but I wish I had a wrench and knocked those guys out. I don't blame Mo for being upset about Lou. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, here we go, gangster. Okay, is Gangster Mo? Yeah, here we go. Why are we doing this, guys? I don't understand what's happening. Spammer incoming. Yep, I'm trying. Ever discuss Andy Clyde shorts? We haven't yet. We got to do that. We'll get to that. We're gonna start breaking those down. The Andy Clyde with Shmp. Curly was a great improv guy. He was, and Abbott and Costello were too. You know, they would just go in, they would just start doing their things. You know, and what's interesting, we're going to talk about some Three Stooges scripts, and there's things in there like that Larry line, like "Get out of the way, old man. There's no time for kibitzes." I thought for sure that was an improv line from Larry. And it wasn't. I mean, I had that script. I'm going to share it with you guys. That's in the script. There's so many things in the script that feel improv. And that was just, I guess, the nature of, you know, what brilliant performers they were. So, but when Curly would just do his woo woo woo, or how we would do his stuff. Improv, they're scripted. I mean, these guys were just masters at making making a meal out of these moments. The other me, hello. We were both great at what they did. Yeah, they were. Abbott and Costello were great, and you know they loved Shmp, and they were close friends with Shmp. And Shmp was great in there. Shmp was great in Buck Private. Shmp was great in the Navy and Buck Private's Returns and Africa Screams, right? Which also had Joe Besser, and Joe Besser was great on the Abbott and Costello show. You know, this as Stinky. So they were all good. Mad respect. I do too. Thank you, Joe, for reporting. Shmp was the best Stooge. You're not the only one who thinks that. There are so much Shmp lovers. So many Shmp lovers out there. And he was one of a kind. And he was the other me. God, thank you very much. What's the matter? Why are you sick? What is that little sick little guy? Oh, did he get poked in the eyes? I guess should have been Mo. Did he get poked in the eyes? Can't do my Mo. I've been a little sick lately. Does anyone know the proper terminology? There are people who can be moderators of the chat. Oh, a blue wrench is the indicator of the Sue, I didn't understand what you're saying. If I could figure that out, I will help you out. We'll make that work. Do you think you had better chemistry together, Larry and Curly or Larry and Shmp? That's such an interesting question. Wow. Who had better chemistry with Larry? It's strange. I kind of feel like Larry and Shmp did together. They feel like they had more scenes together than Curly and Shmp did. Although, I mean, you know, Curly was they're all great on their own too. Wow, that's such a great question. I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna start watching it for that, and let's discuss that in the future. Curly could take a line and shape a look, expression, gesture around it. Yeah, he could. It's funny. I'm not sick. That's just a sticker that comes with it. Oh, I think Shmp is hilarious. Shmp is hilarious. He is. I absolutely adore that man. Why you ought to give these spammers a big old slap in the eye, a slap and a poke in the eye. Oh, certainly. Shmp was funny. Easily the best Curly stand-in. Yeah, you wonder what would happen if they ever did Four Stooges. I know they had that one scene together in Hold That Lion, but it just would have been magical to see them come in working the four of them together. Even just one time. Jim Varney was a very versatile actor. He could reach, you know, Jim Varney, man, I wish he got more love. And I think the nature of why he's not the Ernest thing is not as remembered, because maybe, you know, if he had done shorts like the Stooges did, you know, and I know he had one TV show, a kids show that lasted for a while, but man, if he had done Three Stooges type shorts, I think we would hear a lot more about Jim Varney and Ernest. Jessica Mendoza, look up Ernest. Ernest Goes to Jail is by far his greatest movie. Absolutely hilarious. Mo for President. Yes. Holy Stooge books. Yes. Well, we were talking we're talking about we're talking about, by the way, for those of you who are joining us late, we're talking about A Tour de Farce, the brand new Three Stooges book that traces the Three Stooges tours from the beginning of their career to the end. It's nearly 800 pages, and it just came in today. And I've been going it through with you guys. Look, there's a picture of Larry, and I just I just want to hug him. You can't really see it too great, but it says it says braces himself during the Maharaja sketch. I would have loved to have seen them do that sketch live. That would have been uh, absolutely insane. And now a live session of Stooge literature, literature, sure. The big book. It's a huge book. Click Andy, click the drop down of a trusted viewer and select add moderator to allow them to delete the spammer schmucks. Okay, I'll figure that out. Let's see. Amazing paintings. Thank you, Andrew. I was doing these live. I don't know for those of you guys who have checked it out. Where did it's where they filmed Ernest Goes to Camp? Where did they film Ernest Goes to Camp? Hey, when Chris gets back, do the Maharaja sketch. Yeah, I've been wanting to do that. We were doing a lot of live TikTok, live on TikTok, right? And by the way, thank you, Jimmy. I'm glad you went live tonight. You said I think I already responded to that, but thank you very much. I'm glad I did too. When I was thinking about opening the book and then thinking about waiting, I was just like, I just really wanted to talk to you guys. I really just wanted to talk Stooges. It's been a long week, not a rough week, but just a long week. And we had a lot of fun. What was it, Thursday night with Curly G? And I was hoping I would be able to get a hold of him and get him to run over here, but I couldn't get a hold of him. But I just wanted to really enjoy you. Chris has been gone a long time. I think he left in January and he's coming back in May. So there's a 3-minute video I can send you regarding the monitoring the live chat. Sue, thank you. I think somebody just told me how to do it. I'm gonna do it next time we find somebody. It might be you, Sue. Here we go. All right, Sue. I'm trusting you. I'm gonna add you as a managing moderator. So it's on you, Sue. Whoa! Everybody, be nice to Sue. Everybody, thank her for helping out. Okay, Mo did that in the 70s on a TV show. Can you think of the man's name? Oh, Mo did what? He did the Maharaja routine? Mike Douglas? Mo did the Mike Douglas show, and I believe it was the 60s where he went and talked about. Yeah. Go, Sue, go. So thank you, Sue. Ernest Day in June. We got to check that out. But one of the when we did the live show, we did the Maharaja routine in the live show. And it was one of my absolute favorite routines to perform. And we expanded on it. And did a whole magic act. And I don't know, they love the Maharaja stuff. I don't know if the audience ever loved the magic act, but it was my favorite as a Stooge fan. There was something so funny. There was something so funny about it. One of these days, I got to put up the footage. It's just, we never got great footage. I kept trying to get great footage, and the producers that were kind of kept ruining my chances to get a really good video copy of the show. We do have a 20-minute kind of presentation we did in New York City that I could put up. That's like a kind of condensed, cheap version of what the show is. And I think you guys are going to kick out of it. It's shot very well. And it gives you a 20-minute kind of short version of some of the routines we did. And Maharaja routine is part of it. And Curly G's in there as himself. So anyway, let's move on to 1943. Now, see, something like this, right? Something like this, these Three Stooges, I want to, this shot of it. This would make a great painting, these pictures. You see a lot of the same photographs being used over and over and over again. So anytime I get kind of a new great photo of the Stooges, oh my goodness, look at this. Let's just look at them surrounded by servicemen. You see this stuff from Bob Hope and Abbott Costello. I didn't even know Stooges did this, right? I know they did live, but this is why has this not been out here? Why are we seeing this stuff for the first time? You know, Gary, if you're reading this, why? Yeah, here's some great old photos. Stooges goofing around. Andy, years ago, I interviewed Jim Varney by the phone. The tape never saw the light of day until I posted it on your YouTube channel. Check it out. You'll dig it. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. That's amazing. I will check it out. And thank you for letting me know. I love Jim Varney. I grew up, I still have my Talking Ernest doll. And I kind of liken Curly G to Ernest, right? He's that, to me, he's that kind of character. Oh my God. Look, I've never seen this picture of Curly, and whoever owns it or where we get it, I gotta get it close. I gotta get it close to this. Whoever owns this picture, I feel like needs to give it up. We need this. All right, let's see. I don't know if I can get it here and focus. Because I'm not able to see. Oh, I can't see if it's... Can you guys see that? Look at that. All right, now I'm going to refocus. This is no way to run a show. Woo-hoo. Is that a focus? I don't know. Was that worth it? Curly but he sees spammers. That's funny. That is such... Oh man, just that photo makes me laugh so much. That photo is worth the price of the book. Oh, here we go. Laurel and Hardy in person, and no, Three Stooges in person, and then Laurel and Hardy and Jitterbugs. Oh wow, look at these. This is so much fun. Oh, here we go. So I've seen a similar picture of Curly. So it's the same day. I don't know if you can see this. This is the same day. I got a scan of a photograph of Curly in Sandy Howard's collection, Sandy Shmp's granddaughter. And she's got a picture of Curly from this day. It must have been right before or right after that picture was taken. It says, Francis Zane, a San Francisco theater worker, snapped photos of the boys near the Golden Gate Theater where they're appearing. So now we know where that picture was. Zane and his wife, Violet, amassed a collection of over 50,000 autographs and photographs of various celebrities through the 1930s through the 50s. Wow, that's amazing. So we're still in the Curly years, right? We're 1944, and this just keeps going. Look at this. Look at the detail in this book. This is incredible. January 21st through the 23rd, State Theatered, Hartford, Connecticut. Who knows in Hartford, Connecticut if the State Theater is still there. The Stooges missed the first show of their January 21st opening night performance at the Hartford State Theater because their train was held up for several hours to let troop trains go through. It was one of the few performances in their entire career that the Stooges missed entirely. How does he know that? Like, that's insane detail. Not only that, they missed it. How did they know they missed it? Right? New Orleans welcomed the Stooges for a week in March 1944. This photo taken outside the St. Charles Theater shows a crowd awaiting one of their shows. Incredible. Curly and his canine. The soundman sounds off. Oh, wow. Curly was Shmp's son, Mort, and one of Curly's dogs. Look at this. So this is Sandy and Jill's father. Shmp's son, Mort, his only child, passed away of cancer in the 70s. And I believe Mort was the first person to open up a self-service gas station in California. I got to double check that, but I believe that's him. So that's Chandler's grandfather. That's Sandy and Jill's father and Jerry's husband. For those of you who don't know, we're going to have Jerry on this show. She's going to come talk to us live. I'm hoping within the next couple weeks, right? And she's going to tell us about knowing Shmp and Larry and Mo and Brad's grandmother and the one time she met Curly and Billy Gilbert coming over and Abbott and Costello coming over and being on the set of Cuckoo on a Choo Choo and living in Shemp's house and being on a set of Africa Screams with Shmp and Abbott and Costello and Joe Besser. She is, I don't want to give her age away, but she's 93. Don't tell her I told you. But yeah, and I did a great interview with her that we haven't posted yet. We're working on stuff. So Andy likes to show a little bit of Curly in him. Look at this. I mean, you guys probably seen this photo online, but never so big and crisp. And this is beautiful. This is beautiful that it's with Curly and Mort. And I can't wait to read this. I want to read that page. I'm this close to just reading it, but I don't want to give away stuff that Gary wrote. I mean, it's a brand new book, and I really want to support him. I mean, I want the book selfishly because I just want to read about the boys, but I just want to support what he's doing. Obviously, absolutely adore that he has really dedicated his life to the Three Stooges, and we got to get him on this show. A sailor meets the Stooges. Here we go. I don't even know. After a hearty handshake, the four men part. Oh, so I'd have to read the whole page, but the little Stooges clowning around with a gorilla. What's Curly's dog's name? It didn't say. What was the other one? It said Shorty, but this one didn't mention it. Earlier, you must have missed it, but they talked about Curly's dog Shorty. This one doesn't mention his name. Oh, okay, here we go. Sorry, Gary. But it says, as the backstage sound man for the Three Stooges during the 1960s, Nate Budnick had a unique view into the Stooges' life on tour. Married to Larry Fine's sister, Lila, he often told colorful stories about his work with the Stooges. Culled from various radio, TV, and Three Stooges conventions appearances, here's one of those tales. All right, you guys ready? Larry told me that Curly was always carrying a little dog around with him. If he didn't have one, he would just buy one when they were out on the road. Anyway, he had this little dog, and he couldn't get into the hotel with the dog. So he'd wear a coat and put the dog under his coat. And if the dog, did his business on the floor, Curly had a deck of playing cards with him and would pick up the dog with one of the cards and throw it out the nearest window. So one time, Larry and Mo were in a hotel lobby waiting for Curly to show up, so they did go out to eat. Lots of time passes, and Curly still isn't there. And they're a little worried because you never know if he was going to show up or not. Ooh, I didn't know that. Finally, they got tired of waiting and decided to go without him. As they're leaving the hotel, Larry says, Well, where's Curly been? No, well, Curly's been here, Mo replies. How do you know? Larry points to the ground and says, because there's an ace of spades with dog all over it. That's a great story. That's great. Yes, thank you, Sue. I think it was you saying. Guys, please, as we're going, don't forget to hit the like button. That really helps push us out to other Stooge fans and keeps the channel going. All that support helps us. And keep commenting. We appreciate it. I ordered the book sight unseen, but the level of quality and detail you showed me, it's incredible. It's honestly so much better than I actually kind of could imagine. You mean the Men in Black that visited Dan Aykroyd? Nope, I'm not sure. I'm missing what's happening. Did they work with the dog from The Wizard of Oz? No, not that I know of. I haven't seen that in here yet. So 1945. So we're still in the Curly years. We keep going. 1946. Oh, I believe that's when Shmp took in. Let's see. Here we go. 1946. No, I guess we're still with Curly Howard. Curly Howard's deteriorating health was becoming increasingly problematic. Okay. So Shmp is about to take over here, someone. Yep. Now we're on to the Shmps. Okay. The Three Stooges and their wacky show. Oh, here we go with the football boys. During their stay in Columbus, the boys and their Palace Theater co-star dancer Hal Leroy visited the field at Ohio State University. Matthew, yes, I did watch Seinfeld. I love it. There's a bunch of Stooge references in Seinfeld, and that is because Larry David is a huge Three Stooges fan. I imagine Jerry Seinfeld is too, but I know for sure Larry David is. Who's a little baby in a skit where Curly pretended to be an Irish woman where there are dog washers? Oh, I don't know who the little baby is. Dogs must have been consolation and companions for Curly. Yeah, of course. Of course. And you know, for those of you who don't know, Curly G too is he loves dogs. He's got he inherited the dog love gene, and he loses a lot of sleep because of his dogs. Yeah, the book looks epic. The book is epic. I've heard before that celebrities hate